Hey, what's up ladies and gentlemen, this is David Benjamin from HealthyWildandFree.com. Today I want to share with you why children in America are obese and having weight gain issues. Now, before I talk about the content of this video, I just want to share that America is already the fattest country in the world, so that's from an adult perspective. Now, our children are some of the fattest kids in the world as well, so obviously that's an issue because if our children are becoming fatter as well, what will that look like when they're adults, when years of compounding bad habits add up and cause even more obesity and sickness and disease and things like that. So I think it's really important to, if you're a parent or if you have some type of responsibility with handling food that children eat, to be very aware and very conscious of what you're giving them, because what you're giving them is what they eat and they don't really have much of a choice or a say in that, whereas you as an adult do. So you have the responsibility not only for yourself but for your children or your grandkids or your nieces and nephews or whatever it may be when you are taking care of kids. So there's a few main reasons why kids in America are so obese, I'll kind of talk about the philosophy behind these reasons too, because the first reason is external, meaning it's outside of ourselves, and that reason is advertising. Companies advertise to children, and children can actually recognize brands, believe it or not, by the age of just 2 or 3 years old, and that's completely true because I've seen it firsthand. A little guy named Hayden that's in my life, he can see a TV commercial for Chuck E. Cheese or a YouTube ad for Chuck E. Cheese or whatever, anything, and he knows exactly what it is, and he says it. He doesn't even need to see the name, and he can still say what the brand is, or whatever, pizza, or whatever. So I've seen firsthand, Hayden's 2 years old, I've seen firsthand kids as young as 2 years old recognize brand names, and that's common across the board. So one thing you can do, and that I highly recommend, and I even do this for myself, believe it or not, is to completely avoid pretty much all advertising. It's kind of hard at first because it's everywhere, but if you can avoid advertising, and mainly, obviously these are ads that are, aren't going to help your life. So for example, TV commercials. If you're watching a television program, mute the commercials during the commercials and go into the other room and grab some water, or just, look out the window or whatever. Literally ignore TV commercials. TV commercials, I think, are the worst because the food is hot, it's steaming, it's, it looks like it smells good, it looks like it tastes good. It's so visual and sensual that you're just like, ah! You gotta have that cheeseburger, you gotta have the whatever, and whatever it may be, whatever's advertised, or that cold soda, or whatever it may be. And for kids, it affects them even more because they see that and their minds are being programmed. They're starting to actually develop their conscious minds. So when they're 2 and 3 years old, all the way up until 4, 5, 6, I believe it is, their conscious mind is really being developed during those years. And during that time, they're remembering and recognizing patterns and images and what are known to us as brand names. So if you are programming your children with entertainment all the time, there's a lot of commercials, you're literally programming them to drink Coke, eat pizza, and eat cheeseburgers. I know that sounds weird, but you have to think of it like that because that's literally what it's doing. So there was a study done in 2010, and I believe it was I forget how long ago, there was one study done like the 80s or 90s or something, and kids snacked on average 1 to 2 times a day back 10, 15, 20 years, whatever it was. They did a study in 2010 and found that kids snack now 4 times a day. They also found that when children watch TV commercials, they actually snack 45% more than the children who do not watch TV commercials with food in them. Or I don't even know if it was food, but it was just advertising in general. So basically 150% more food the kids ate that saw the television commercials. So you have to be very, very aware of what your kids are seeing, and like for me, I have a blog. So on my blog, the ads come from Google ads, and those ads are based on the advertiser. So most of those ads are health-based products, whether it's water filtration, nutritional supplements, whatever it may be. So the ads on my site are advertising products that are going to help your life for the most part. But the things on TV or in magazines or whatever it may be, or the radio or whatever it may be, those ads are typically big brands that are full of processed chemical drinks and foods and snacks and candy and all this kind of stuff. And that's literally programming your kids to eat that more, and which is causing kids in America to be fatter and more obese than ever before. So what can you do about it? Stop watching commercials, turn the TV off more often, go outside and play. Just ignore advertising in general, because not only is that advertising affecting your kids, but really it's affecting you too, because when you see that, you think more about those things. When you see pizza on the TV, 10, 20 times a week, you're more likely to order pizza that week. Once or twice, you know. So you're more likely to eat junk food or cheat or whatever you want to call it if you see more advertising commercials, because that's literally programming your mind. So it's doing that to your kids too, but for your kids, it's an even stronger impact because they don't have as much willpower. They haven't really developed willpower yet. Willpower takes time, life challenges, and a lot of trials and tribulations that cause you to like kind of instill that in yourself. So it's harder for kids to see advertising and not want that. That's why when kids go to the store, they say, you know, Mommy, I want Fruit Loops and, you know, Apple Jacks and I don't even know, whatever, you know, junk food brands are on the shelves. They know and they recognize those brands. Fruity Pebbles, you know, all these fruit brands with no fruit in them. So it's important to protect your children from being brainwashed by the idea that food is supposed to taste good all the time, and that's you know, it's all about how the food tastes. It's all about, you know, the sweetness, the sugar, this and that. That's what all the TV commercials are for. You can still have great tasting food, it just has to be nourishing and nutritious as well, and it can still be sweetened with stevia or something along those lines. So what I recommended, like I said, turn the TV off, turn the TV commercials off, mute the TV when there's commercials on if you want to watch it. Take away things that cause your kids to want more, meaning if your kids are watching YouTube or whatever it may be, if they see that, oh, that food or that drink or even like toys or whatever it may be, if your kids are always wanting something and they're already taken care of and provided for and still blessed and you feel like you're doing a good job and, you know, there's a little bit more pressure there, just take that away from them and reroute that energy into playing outside or doing something creative and entertaining the right brain, because a lot of advertising those types of things are just you know, straight into our, you know, left brain, or they try to get into our right brain too. It's all coming at us all the time, and your kids are more susceptible. So take away things that cause them to want more, take away you know, things that cause them to want things immediately, whether it be junk food, snacks, whatever it may be, and feed them healthy things that taste good as well, because you can teach them, hey, you can have healthy snacks, you can have healthy treats, you can have healthy meals that still taste good, and you can really kind of instill that in them at a younger age. So I hope this video helps. I wrote an article about this on my blog below with some of the studies and different things and information. I just want to make this video because I feel for a lot of the kids out there. I see you know, kids sometimes, whether it's out and about or whatever, wherever it may be, and people are, it's ridiculous, it's insane how fattening America's getting. I actually saw this guy the other day coming out of a Kroger, and he had a cart, and he had probably a 3-year-old kid in the cart, and the whole cart, like literally a full-size grocery cart, was full of soda. Like, not even in the plastic bags, like the whole cart was full of 2 liters, small bottles, 1 liters, whatever those are, the 16 ounce or whatever it is. A whole cart full. He went to his van, opened the back door, the hatch, and then literally filled this whole back with soda. And I'm like, that kid has no shot at drinking something healthy. I mean, his parents drink that much soda. It's in his environment. He's eventually going to drink it. Maybe they don't even give the kid soda yet, but by the time he's like 5 or 6, he's going to start tasting something, and then he's going to get addicted to high fructose corn syrup and sugar and that flavor. And from then on, it's obesity. So you have to watch what you're doing, watch what your kids are being programmed by, and really just start to make more conscious, cognitive, aware choices of what is seen, heard, and ingested. So that's it for this video. Thanks a lot for your time. This is David Benjamin from HealthyWildandFree.com. Please like, favorite, comment, and share this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.